Well, House Republicans, have a new Speaker nominee. It's another day in Washington. Louisiana Congressman Mike Johnson is the name today.
And they're hoping he can end the cycle of chaos that has consumed Congress for the past 3 weeks. Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt is in D.C. to explain the hurdles he's facing.
Republicans are trying to rally around their latest Speaker nominee.
Democracy is messy sometimes, but it is our system. This conference that you see, this House Republican majority is united.
Congressman Mike Johnson won his party's nomination in a late-night vote after a whirlwind day of meetings.
This race has gotten to the point where it's kind of gotten crazy.
But lawmakers are hopeful he can get enough support to win the gavel and get the House running again.
It's time for us to get back to work, and Mike Johnson can do that.
Johnson's nomination came just hours after Congressman Tom Emmer abruptly dropped out of the race. Republicans first elected Emmer as a nominee earlier Tuesday, but former President Donald Trump railed against that choice.
I was not treated particularly well by him, as you probably have heard, and he was a MAGA.
And several hardline conservatives refused to support Emmer, which was enough to sink his bid.
I can't go along with putting one of the most moderate members of the entire Republican conference in the Speaker's chair.
Now, Johnson will have to win over almost all of his Republican colleagues to clinch the speakership.
What's important is to get a conservative Speaker of the House that will do what they say.
But frustrated Democrats argue it's well past time to get back to work.
The American people and our allies abroad can't afford any more delays.
Congressman Johnson says the plan is to take a speaker vote on the House floor today. The House is scheduled to convene at noon. Dan Hazel, back to you.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of talk of whether or not that vote's going to happen, right? So if they do take the vote that you're talking about, Hannah, what do we know about Congressman Johnson's chances? Like we said all along, they can only lose 4 votes.
That's right. If all lawmakers are here and voting, he'll have to get to 217 votes. Like you said, that means he can only afford to lose 4 Republicans. We know from their closed-door meeting that he does have a lot of votes. He's pretty popular within the Republican conference, but of course, 217 is a really high bar, and we've already seen multiple people fail to get there.
Yeah, to be continued. Should be an interesting day in Washington. Thanks for laying it all out for us. Appreciate it. 6:15 right now. Let's talk about what is happening outside on this hump day. Alex Lee's tracking your commute. Meteorologist Byron Miranda taking us up and away with these temperatures.
Yeah, crazy temperature swings in the forecast. That is the story, with record warmth possible